Hey guys, how we doing? Yalak here, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a catch-up session on this account because I've been focusing more on the mid-level stuff lately. Um, as you can see, I have a Sky Shield on this one. I showed my Sky Shield on my lower level account yesterday, I want to say. Anyway, this one was taking longer to cook up because it's a 3, and I don't know that this is going to work. But I have tried putting 2 boom cannons under there safely. This is not exactly safe because it can be hit by throwing an artillery right next to it. But these 2 boom cannons should be protected, and hopefully that will slow down the tanks, because I don't mind being raided. Alright, like, if you raid me with warriors, it takes a little skill. If you raid me with heavy Zuka, it takes a little bit more skill. If you raid me with all Zuka, it takes yet more skill. But raiding me with tanks, that takes no skill at all. So, it really annoys me. So, we'll see whether this works or not. The attacks seem to have slowed a little bit over the last couple days. My VP is getting back to where it once was. Anyway, so that's happening, and I'll probably check in on that again later after I have more results to go on. In the meantime, I wanted to show you how I've been occupying myself, and let me tell you that I have been having a time of it, a really hard time of it. I relied very heavily on Bullitt heavy Zuka, 2.6 or 3.5 heavy Zuka, and with the Bullitt nerf now, I'm not finding that effective at all. So I have had to improvise a good bit. Now, you're going to see some Grens later, but that's... Grens are super overpowered right now. But it's more about the Sky Shield that you'll see in that attack than it is about the Grens. I have not quite figured out this RCZM thing. I have been... I have heard other people comment on how powerful a strategy it can be, so I'm trying to use it here, since you can't run in everybody with warriors. You can't be full boosted all the time. I mean, this guy, I'd have to flash kill his shield, and that requires a boost. So you need something. No, you need something else to go back to. That smoking is terrible. Again, I am new to this. I apologize. You're going to see some even worse smoking in the next attack, actually. That's bad. And then with the medics, I'm really not familiar with handling medics too much. And so I let one of them get damaged, and then they had this little healing party there on the beach, and at this point I had already decided, screw them, we're going on without them. Took out some of the range towers on the opposite side of this base, counting on being able to avoid this shock launcher on the left as much as possible. Here, I had brought universal remote, and I completely screwed up. I pressed the buttons in the wrong sequence, and so I ended up hacking the tower that I'd already flared my troops to, and so everybody's just sitting here. The base is attacking the rocket launcher, and my troops are doing nothing because they don't know what to do because they've been told to attack a friendly tower. Oops. Anyway, it worked out. Bit more clearing here than I probably needed to do. Finally flare up. I will say some of these hits are boosted from this morning, but that's kind of incidental. Doesn't really change much about the attack pattern or the smoking or anything like that. But okay, so that was RCZM with universal remote, and for what it's worth, did get the base down. Here's another. This is just Rifle, Zuka, and Everspark, actually. And I went to that strategy looking at this base because of the blasters, which are still overpowered. Apparently they've been nerfed once recently, and once before they were even more powerful at one point before. And I still hate the things. They are really ridiculous. But I had figured I could skip past this blaster, and these are pretty well forward. So, and here, that's just heinous smoking. I don't even know where... Yeah, it's so bad. What is this smoke over here doing? Nothing at all. those are productive. This one over here, that's just a complete waste of GBE. And again, with the bad smoking, let the with her staring a rocket in the face, let the rifles trail out ahead. Oops. So it's a bit of a learning curve, but it does pack a lot of punch, this strategy. And so, I mean, knowing what's going to attack you, what's dangerous attacking you, and what you can avoid, basically, is what I'm working on right now. Well, I mean, I know I know the towers I wish to avoid, but I mean, on this base is a perfect example. That doesn't range beyond core, and that doesn't range beyond core. So that's two of the towers that I don't like, just taken out of the picture by going around them the other way. And I'm okay with that, because, you know, it's not really about sex appeal or style points. These were GBE. Alright, this guy. Check this out. So, first of all, it's a cute base. Anyway, isn't that sweet? 2 hearts, and the mines say love. He's got himself the diamond trophy. Good for him. Chinese characters, I'm just assuming. Anyway, so we have a Sky Shield, and this is a person with no ice. So it's interesting that he has the Sky Shield at all, no other protos, but probably just experimental. However, this one is really, really badly placed, as you will see in a moment. I did a couple of attacks, GBE attacks beforehand, trying to figure out where exactly I could throw mines to pick off the towers I wanted to pick off. And with Grens, the boom cannons are bad. So I'm just throwing slightly outside of the shield effect area. You can see the little line on the ground. And 2 boom cannons are out of the way. And then we're going to get both of these shock launchers too. And this is unboosted. This is just a few moments ago. And again, that one is sitting well outside the area of effect. So is this one back here. So that's pretty easy, actually. So I'm not quite sure what he was trying to protect there, but it really, really did not work. That is one of the things with these Sky Shields. Like I said, I think I've got 2 boom cannons safely underneath it. They're not good for much else, and I'm using those boom cannons very specifically to right in front of the HQ to try to ward off someone attacking me with tanks, because you can't attack them from the gunboat, you have to attack them on the ground. But for that sort of strategy, like he's packing his defenses under there, nah, not so good. Because it didn't end up stopping anything at all. I still managed to destroy the towers I needed to. I'm sure he wasn't protecting the sniper that was under there, you know? The high-value towers that he really wanted to defend, he ended up not defending at all. Tried to put too much under there, basically. And finally, more RCZM. And this guy had no ice. Check out his statues. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Power Stone Chant statues. So the name is Kilgore Trout. And keep an eye out for him, because apparently he is readying himself for a big push. And let's see, what does he have for 41, 31, 34? I'll assume that he didn't just throw all of these down, so if he went into Mega Crab with just those 3 offensive statues, good for him, because he got to level 40. And we'll speed that up a little bit. So I took out, with this base, took out most of the ranged towers, and I left these 2 rocket launchers because I figured I could shock them together, as well as the Doom, and then later on I could shock a rocket launcher and the blaster there. And once the blaster goes down, this is pretty much elementary here. I went with the Critter Swarm here instead of the hack ability, not just because I screwed it up hacking on that other attack, but also I feel like it's a really powerful ability. Her passive ability is great, being able to add to that. I mean, every critter that gets shot is one of my troops not getting shot. So, anyway, Bullitt is dead, but the game is not. And as I have said before, having to strategize a whole heck of a lot more to try to figure out how to get bases down. In that sense, I guess that is a good thing. But, you know, if they wanted to nerf or buff Bullitt back up just a little bit, I wouldn't mind. Anyway. Hope you found any of this interesting. If you liked the video, give you a thumbs up. can always leave a comment and say hi. I'm Yalek, and I'm out. Have a great day.